Bring that ass back like a boom, 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 boom,
You're manifesting something. You're manifesting something big. Doesn't matter even if it's small. You're getting so much movement. If anything, you probably got like half of your manifestation, and all of a sudden, that shit is gone. You don't have it anymore. All of a sudden, your SP is like, fuck you, and gets back at the third party. You're getting the money, and all of a sudden, you don't get shit anymore. What the hell is this? When movement stops, it's really weird, and it makes no type of sense. I'm gonna explain to you in this video what this means, what's going on, so you can quit freaking out. Hi, I'm Cindy, and I'm a mindset and relationship coach that helps women and men how to change their mindset when it comes to relationships. Now, first things first, please like, share, subscribe to my lovely channel. Coaching is down below if you absolutely desperately need it because the spots are limited and it's on a deal. You guys really need to join my academy because the academy has everything. It's all organized. If anything you can think of, it's all in there for whatever you want to manifest. You can have lesson plans. You get 24/7 support from me. I answer all your questions when it comes to the academy and about your self-concept. The academy is really an amazing tool to work on your self-concept, manifest your specific person, the money, the health. Honestly, I wish I had this academy back then because it would have changed me completely sooner. It's a lot cheaper than coaching, so I recommend for you guys to hop on that. And we shall begin. So when movement stops, it's just simply because your awareness changed. And it's not even just always that, it's just because somewhere in your mind, you still have that assumption, okay? So this actually happened to me. Let's say that you're manifesting a successful business, you're getting sales nonstop, and you're consistently getting sales, and it lasts for like a week or two, and all of a sudden you don't get shit. You're getting so much movement with your specific person. Guys are going out on dates. Your specific person even asks you to be with them. And then boom, all of a sudden they break up with you or just something crazy, or it just stops, or they just stop texting you. Do not freak out and do not change your affirmations. I know that it looks like it's not working, but it's always working. The thing is, we don't know if we still have some resistance. And like with me, I had this happen, like even with my business, all of a sudden movement stopped. But I realized, okay, somewhere in me, I still need to change. You just still need to keep persisting because you haven't changed all the way, obviously. And one thing I did notice when this happened with me is that I was having thoughts, and they were very unconscious thoughts. Like when I was in a deep state of consciousness, I was having fearful thoughts of it going away, okay? Because I'm like, this was something like I've never experienced before. And for whatever reason, I have a lot of resistance to money because like my whole life, I grew up very, very, very poor, like extremely poor. And my parents couldn't afford things. And I grew up like this my whole life. You get what I'm saying? So some things you guys have more resistance to. You may not have that much resistance to your specific person, but you have so much resistance when it comes to money. Or let's say you don't have any resistance to your health. You can manifest things with flying colors when it comes to your health, but then when it comes to that SP, you just can't do it. Everyone is different, and it's based off your experiences and like just your assumptions. Obviously, we're all different. Like some people just aren't used to being in a relationship. So the reason why it seems like your manifestation is taking too long or it stops is just because of your resistance or you're wavering, limiting beliefs. We already know that. So it's either limiting beliefs or because you just simply have resistance. And the resistance is usually what it is. Let's say you've cleared out a lot of limiting beliefs and then you're like manifesting money. You're like, dude, I'm not wavering. I know I'm not. Okay. And what all that is just, you're not familiar with it. It's just not something that's normal for you. So you just need to keep going. That's all it is. It's not anything bad. And I want you guys to stop focusing on time so much because sometimes these things it could even take you 6 months to get something because you're just not used to it. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. You guys, and I stated this in my previous video, for 2025, we're not doing that. We're not going to pay so much attention to time and having so much urgency. There's no urgency. Just enjoy your life and stay present. Like, I understand that you want your manifestation so much, but you got to drop the urgency. So when movement stops, your awareness changed, or it's just because of that assumption. And what do I mean by your awareness changed? You're just aware that nothing's working. Like, you're just aware that you don't see it anymore, okay? And then you keep being aware of that. You're just aware. but you have to let your subconscious mind do what it has to do. Let me give you a better example. So let's say you guys are manifesting money, you're getting movement, you're consistently getting the money into your bank account, all of a sudden it stops. And then you start freaking out. And then a month goes by, and then bam, you get a huge amount of that money. Huge, like $200,000. And you're like, wow, it was working the whole time. Think about it like that. So your subconscious is really smart. So it may appear that it's not working, but you don't know what your subconscious is going to surprise you with. Okay, so like even let's say your specific person breaks up with you all of a sudden, or they just stop talking to you, and then they come back to your house with roses, flowers, they take you out on a nice dinner, and then they tell you, I will never leave you, I love you so much, matter of fact, I want to marry you. So all that time movement stopped, right? And then surprise, this happens a lot too. And I'm not trying to sell you guys a dream here, I'm just telling you the facts. This is the truth. So even if it looks like movement has stopped, it didn't. Your full manifestation is about to come and it's about to get even better. It may look like it stopped, but it did not stop. Like I said, this happened to me because something bigger and better, it's the same, you're getting the same manifestation, but it's gonna be amazing. Like when it shows up, it's gonna be, and then you're gonna be like, wow, all I had to do is stay present and just allow my manifestation to unfold how it needs to. Think of it that way. But a lot of times I see this happen, and it's happened at least that way for me. Also, if this builds your faith, I did make a YouTube short. I'm sure you guys already watched it. I stated how, so funny how we don't have resistance to the small things for one. I came to the hotel that I'm sitting in right now, and originally my room was $291 altogether. So I paid $110 over the phone to book my reservation, and I was gonna pay the rest when I get here. And they told me, okay, you're gonna have to pay $181 when you get to the hotel. Get to the hotel, and they gave me a piece of paper like to sign something. It said $209 that I had to pay, and I'm just like, what the hell, I'm not paying that. They told me $181, but I was like, you know what, let me just bodily affirm, it's gonna be cheaper. So all of a sudden they're like, okay, you owe $121. I'm like, that's crazy, because they told me over the phone $181. So it ended up being cheaper than what was on paper and what they told me on the phone. And it happened within like not even a minute. Like the whole situation turned around, and I'm like, you know what? That should let you know to trust the process of manifestation. Even though that was little, to me that wasn't really little though. If I was able to change a situation that fast, then what do you think you can do with your specific person? What do you think you can do when it comes to money, your business, and other things? So movement isn't stopping, it's still always working out. And I've had this happen where you don't see no movement at all, and then when it finally manifests, you're like, wow, the whole time it was working. And I've had this with so many things in my life. Like I'm manifesting huge changes in my reality, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just shows up on my lap. And I'm like, that's crazy that showed up, because I had no type of evidence. This is why you guys need to take your focus off synchronicities, because they do not matter. So just keep persisting with the bigger things. You just have a little bit more resistance. Who cares if you don't see physical movement? Who cares if it stops? It didn't stop. You just have still some resistance. Just keep going. And if you like my video, please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Sign for coaching down below. My academy is down below for you to change your self-concept. I love you guys, and see you for my next video.
Bring that ass back like a boom, boom, boom.